Namaste. Today we are going to watch When Britain Nuked America Twice. What is this title? Because we know there is only one country that has been nuked till now, and that is Japan, and that too by America. So what is this all about, like when Britain nuked America? So this is something that is like poking our curiosity. I want to look into it, like what has happened and like how did Britain nuke America? Was there something that just Britain blew out America off? So let's see this video.
And as we all know that America is a developed country, and it is not easy to defeat America in the world. But still, Britain is also so powerful, and Britain, from this video we got to know. I mean, from this title we got to know that Britain has nuked America twice. And to be honest, I was not familiar about it. And when I read the title, firstly I got a little bit shocked, and how could be it possible, because as you all know that America is so powerful, it is so rich country, but we have to say that Britain can also give the competition to the America, and it is not that much difficult for the Britain to defeat America. So yeah, I hope from this video we would also get to know that why the Britain nuked the America, because there is always reason behind everything. And to be honest, I am so much interested to know the reason behind it, rather than the war and all. So yeah, I'm so much excited to watch this video. So let's watch the video.
I will also be very interested to see what happens in reality in this video. So let's start the video. When Britain nuked America twice. Not possible.
In the 1960s, Great Britain nuked the United States not once, but twice.
Huh? Really?
Fortunately for all concerned, the attacks were only training exercises.
Ah.
So embarrassing were these attacks that they were hidden from the American public for about 50 years, as well as being strenuously denied to the American press for decades. As far as America was concerned, its defences were 99% effective, but in simulated attacks, Royal Air Force bombers managed to penetrate US airspace to launch nuclear attacks on New York City and several other important urban centres. How did the British manage to penetrate the world's most heavily defended airspace? The answer is surprisingly simple and consists of two words: Avro Vulcan.
Huh? Is that a plane name or a fighter jet name? Looks like a plane from Star Wars.
The Vulcan first flew in 1952. The team that created it, led by Roy Chadwick, who designed the famous Lancaster heavy bomber of World War II. A jet-powered, tailless, delta-wing, high-altitude strategic bomber, the Vulcan was the backbone of Britain's nuclear airborne deterrent during most of the Cold War, serving from 1956 until retirement in 1984. This is the story of Exercise Sky Shield, when Britain nuked its closest ally, exposing how the Soviet Union could have done the same for real. Exercise Sky Shield 1 occurred on the 10th of September 1960, and all commercial air traffic over the US and Canada was grounded, amounting to 1,000 US commercial flights and 700 general aviation aircraft, plus a further 31 foreign flights due to land in North America. The US Strategic Air Command would launch B-52 Stratofortresses and B-47 Stratojets to simulate a massive Soviet nuclear bomber force approaching North America from north and south. 360 US interceptor aircraft stood ready to defeat these enemy aircraft, which numbered 310. Among those 310 aircraft were 8 Royal Air Force Vulcan B-2 nuclear bombers. A flight of 4 flew from Scotland, while the other 4 launched from the British territory of Bermuda in the Atlantic Ocean. The American plan was to detect these enemy bombers by radar and other early warning systems, Then they would be intercepted and destroyed in simulated attacks by US jet fighters and missile batteries. The attacking bombers split their attacks between high and low altitude. The defending fighters did very well against the stratojets and stratofortresses, intercepting many of them, but the Vulcans proved more elusive opponents.
Oh, wow.
The Vulcan flew at the highest altitude of the simulated Soviet bombers, cruising at 56,000 feet. One was successfully intercepted at this altitude over Goose Bay, Labrador, by a United States Air Force F-101 Voodoo.
So they intercepted
the other
one.
7 Vulcans all managed to penetrate
Other
American
7.
airspace to launch simulated bombing attacks on US cities.
Oh.
They then turned around and landed at Stephenville, Newfoundland.
So it just shows like, okay, US Army also has those loopholes.
The question was, how had the Vulcan managed
Yeah,
it?
how?
The answer was their highly advanced electronic countermeasures systems and the Vulcan's amazing maneuverability. For example, the flight of 4 aircraft that approached from Bermuda were successful because 3 of them put up a wall of electronic interference that prevented interception, while the 4th Vulcan carried out a simulated nuclear strike.
Huh?
This was all rather embarrassing for Strategic Air Command, which quickly buried all stories about British bombers having nuked US targets and confidently assured the American public that US air defenses were, as I said, 99% effective.
Oh no.
However, the following year, the Americans invited the RAF to take part in exercise Sky Shield 2. Perhaps the US AF was determined to show that the Vulcan's previous success was only a fluke, a one-time only event. Sky Shield 2, which occurred on the 14th of August 1961, was an even bigger event than the first one. It caused 2,900 US and Canadian flights to be grounded, affecting 125,000 commercial passengers.
Oh.
During the exercise, 125 US and British bombers would be pitted against 1,800 fighters and 250 missile sites, and over 200,000 Air Force personnel from the US and Canada.
So they prepared very well for this. It would have been like, very well known among the public. And did they fail again? So that just shows Vulcan was one heck of a plane.
2.5 seconds. Now, continuing. Yeah, but I'm still ready now. 365, gear.
Whoa.
Come up. 6 up, standing right front.
Again, 8 Vulcan B-2s participated, split again into 2 flights.
And then
one
what did it?
attacking on the northern route from RAF Lossiemouth in Scotland via Canada, and the other 4 aircraft on a southerly route from Kindley Air Force Base, Bermuda. The B-47 Stratojets simulated low-level Soviet bombers. The B-52s would attack between 35,000 and 42,000 feet, while the Vulcans again operated at the highest
65,000.
altitude, 56,000 feet.
Oh, 56.
At the massive NORAD, or North American Air Defense Bunker at Colorado Springs, the US top brass was joined by the RAF's Air Marshal Sir Kenneth Cross of Bomber Command and Sir Wallace Kyle, Chief of the RAF Technical Training Command, to monitor the exercise. Just before 2 p.m, US interceptors pounced on the B-52s, approaching at the mid to high altitude level. The Vulcans also came in from the north, and again, due to the Vulcans' high-tech jamming equipment, only one was shot down by an F-101 Voodoo fighter.
Again, only one.
In fact, large numbers of US fighters were scrambled, but they concentrated almost exclusively on the B-52s. When the Vulcans came over, the interceptors did not have sufficient fuel remaining to climb to 56,000 feet plus and engage them.
Not good planning.
3 Vulcans conducted their attacks successfully, turned around and landed at Stephenville, Newfoundland. The
And
southern
we have
attack
to say
force
that
of
it
4
is
Vulcans from Bermuda
so unique.
reached a position
Actually, I
50
have never
miles off
seen
the
a
US coast
plane like this
before
before.
fighters were scrambled to intercept. Again, 3 of the Vulcans unleashed an electronic jamming screen that kept the attacking F-102 Delta daggers busy while the 4th aircraft crept round to the north and sneaked through.
This is very interesting. Never heard this
This
before.
Vulcan proceeded to land at Plattsburgh Air Force Base in New York. If this had been a real attack, New York City could have been reduced to a smoking, irradiated hole in the ground.
Completely gone. Do Russians have Vulcan planes or what?
If there is any,
Many of the
Vulcan
stratojets
planes
and
in
stratofortresses had also managed to evade
I don't think so.
interception
We
and
have at
launch
this point of
simulated nuclear attacks, but not at the kind of success rate that the Vulcans enjoyed. In 2 massive exercises, of 8 Vulcans that attacked on each occasion, 7 had got through to their targets, an astounding survival rate against the huge might of the US air defenses.
It just shows they are not like
The
impenetrable.
Vulcans show that with the right aircraft, America could be laid wide open to a nation-ending assault,
Yeah.
something which the Soviet Union would have been very interested in. Fortunately for all concerned,
Thank
the
God.
relationship between Britain and the United States never changed from special to decidedly antagonistic, and the Vulcans never came in anger. The American government also tried to make damn sure that nobody ever found out about the Vulcans nuking American cities. The US Air Force was very quick to deny rumors that RAF planes had once again successfully penetrated US airspace.
Once again.
In fact, the US government went so far as to classify all references to Vulcans included in the Sky Shield exercises. After all, if the RAF could practice nuke New York City, Washington DC, and even Chicago, the Soviets could do the same,
Yeah.
if they could develop an aircraft as good as the Vulcan. As far as Strategic Air Command was concerned, the Vulcan episodes had never happened, and the US was well protected, and that protection, as I said, 99%
A secret well kept.
The Vulcans' successful attacks on America were only fully declassified in 1997, long after the Vulcan had left British service.
Oh, after it left the service.
But the plane, it was seriously, I have never seen a plane like this before, and we have seen a lot of American, aeroplane videos, jet videos. But to be honest, I have never seen a plane like it, like this before. It is so powerful, and I was reading about it, and I got to know that. This plane made after seven no, no, 1 2 3 so I was reading about it, and I got to know that after the World War II, this plane made after 7 years. So that was very shocking thing for me, that it was it was not that much old plane. And we have to say that you people are so smart. We cannot, most of the time I always praise about the Americans, that American did that, American that did that. So that, and I never praise about you people, but after watching this video I literally got shocked that that you people are also doing so good in the technology field. Even American, even American were so shocked after watching this plane. So we have to say that this plane is so unique and even his appearances, physical appearance is also a little bit scary. It has scary mouth. So the and people get when this plane fly, people can get afraid from this plane. And we have to say that on the other side, we have to say that this plane is so powerful. So yeah, I really like this video, and I'm not sure that is this plane we also have this plane or not. But yeah, this plane is so powerful, and
Yes, actually, this video was unexpected for me because you always think of America as something as impenetrable. Like, no, nobody can like attack America. And the thing is, we have also heard about how Royal Navy and Royal Army have just decreased their power. You know how America's powers have increased and how they have everything. Like even the they are best in everything, on the ground, on the air, and in the water, and everything they have. And after that, like I think so, this was something in the 60s and 70s. Nowadays, I don't think so this can ever happen because all the major aircrafts are first made in America. They have all the best powers, and I don't think so there might be any more Vulcans left that can penetrate the US airspace. But we never know, it has never been tested, so we never know. But yes, British guys did it, and with that Vulcan plane, so it was amazing to see. So what do you guys think about it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.